It can be alarming to think about things that we now take for granted being illegal not all that long ago. If someone refused a woman a credit card today, or tried to make a child work in a factory, or refused health care to a senior citizen, we would all be horrified. But it is also true that women only got the right to have their own credit cards in 1971 without a husband or father co signing. Child labor has been illegal less than 100 years. Older people didn't have guaranteed medical care in the United States until 1965. And none of those laws passed just because the people in charge thought it would be a good idea. In every instance, regular people who knew about the injustice made sure other people knew about it. And then they made sure elected officials knew about it, and the media, and anyone else who had influence and also had a heart. They worked hard to make sure the people in charge did what was right. The same is true for the daughters of Zelophehad. Up until they brought their concern to the tent of meeting, everyone just took for granted that a father's inheritance either went to his sons or whatever other men were in the family. It took Mala, Noah, Hogla, Milcah, and Tirzah saying, "Hey, what if you thought of us as human beings the way you would if we were Zelophehad's sons?" Before the people of Israel realized the law needed to be changed. And what's remarkable about the story is they brought this before the gathering, and Moses checked in with God, who said, "Oh, yeah, we should change that rule. They're right." According to this scripture, if we bring a justice issue forward, even God can be moved. Wow. This doesn't mean God would support every single change in laws. Laws that take away rights would not make the list. Laws that cause additional harm to people who are already struggling would definitely not be something God would rally behind. But laws that mean more people are at the table, more people's needs are being met, more people's gifts are being honored, those laws will get God's support. It must have been a little scary for the daughters of Zelophehad to say something to their community that was new and that went against conventional wisdom. Thank goodness they had each other. And thank goodness they had the capacity to imagine a different future than the world they were already living in. Those are two things for us to take from this passage. Recognizing injustice actually takes creativity. For many years, people just took for granted that women couldn't be trusted with their own credit cards because there must be a man in their life that they were accountable to. It took someone saying, "Wait a minute, it doesn't have to be like this," for things to change. And they didn't try to change it on their own. They looked for other people who could catch their imagination of this law being more just than it was. Change requires imagination, and it requires a community of support. And our world is so much better for all the times that has been the case.